Yes, people, welcome to Never a Foul. You know, big up, lovely Friday, especially if you're in the UK. The sun is shining. So if you got melanin, let that hit your skin. Yeah, shine. Right, George? Right, Hooks? D.
Yeah, bro. I can't lie. I woke up a bit late today, innit? So I'm just processing, man. I'm processing.
Juma Mubarak told the Aki's out there as well. We got some transfer news all hitting. Well, you know, I'm not gonna say, but this Solanke stuff has got me hot. I woke up at 8 this morning and I just look, I see, wait, let me just check the notifications, and I'm seeing David Ornstein working overtime. A man says there's a green light, and it's you know what I'm saying? And 30 million's going up front, or 33 million's going straight up front, and then boom. So Liverpool are mashing a little P. You know what I mean? But it's not the release clause, but that got me hot, man. I can't lie. That pisses me off. And then, but the only thing that gave me a little bit of hope, was I saw, what's it called? Zubimendi's been offered a new contract as expected. So I was like, yeah, all right, maybe I can relax a little bit. And then I check down and I see Ches arguing with Olu all morning. And I was like, let me scroll this shit up, yeah. And then I'm saying, wait, hold on, Samuel Marodion, they still want like Osimhen's #1 target. So they're gonna go get this guy, like, or looking towards to go and getting him. And then looks like Man United are, look like they're gonna secure Sanderberg next as well. But what are you guys saying, anyways, in general?
Boy, it's a great day for me because Mr. Ornstein came through with the big bomb saying, yeah, loan deal with obligation to buy. It's back on. He's leaving.
Do you know what's funny about that, Hooks? Like, obviously, I know you wanted him gone regardless. Obviously, this isn't aimed at you, but aimed at Arsenal in particular. Isn't this like a €3 million fee on top of what they offered last time? And the first offer was for a permanent sale from this year, not on loan with an obligation.
Bro.
So Arsenal done all this to get a €3 million fee.
No, I think the structure's a little bit different. You know where you can amortize it. I think amortization is different. That's why they put a loan with the obligation. It still goes down on the books, isn't it? But they get more.
I know, but I just mean like the money is the money at the end of the day, and they're doing all this for €3 million.
Bro, it's crazy. €3 million. You know, they potentially risk the whole deal for €3 million. It's a joke, man.
Yeah, but you got to deep it like this though with Arsenal. Arsenal are awful at selling, and Nketiah automatically goes down as one of their biggest sales ever. So it kind of just showing other teams like we will haggle to get the price that we want rather than just giving you what you want on the first or second bet. I think it's more of a moral win in terms of negotiation. No, is that not a good way to look at it? Positive. No?
How much was it? How much was it in total then?
30 million. 20, what is it? 20? What is it in euros? 30 million euros.
Well, the last offer was 27 million euros, and what Arsenal are willing to part with on the loan obligation is 30 million euros.
There you go.
I mean, 30 million for Nketiah, who
what's that in euros, by the way? Is it 25 million?
No, it's 30 million euros, so it work out to like 26 million pounds, 27 million, something like that.
I'll double check that right now. It says 25.7, so you're right.
I mean, considering how many goals has Nketiah? What's the most that Nketiah scored in a single season for Arsenal?
I don't know, but he's across his life at Arsenal, he scored 19 Premier League goals in it.
That is wild. The fact that you managed to sell him for 25. Then again, I don't think he's an awful player, but in front of goal, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. If you can't do it at Arsenal, where you lot are creating chances, then I genuinely don't know where he's going to do it elsewhere. But we'll see. Maybe Marseille, a different environment, etc. But the fact that you don't manage to get that much.
I bet you're just glad that you didn't have to pay for him because you wanted him.
We wanted him. We were twerking for him. Palace were twerking for Nketiah for a while, just like Ismail Assar. Like, I don't know what Dougie Friedman's seen in him, but let's see. Maybe he does kick on at Marseille. Maybe he might be in Arsenal.
Actually, with your club, every time you come on, there's always some sort of Crystal Palace news like going about. Yeah, now I'm seeing the gay stuff going over there, and I don't think you care about that because I think you trust your board to go get you a couple of replacements that you need, innit?
Yeah.
And then now I'm seeing Zaha return. Are you mad? Yeah. So at least it goes. A man says Glasner ball, but get Zaha back.
No, I don't think it's Glasner. I think it's more Palace itself. But of course, Glasner needs his approval. But yeah, Zaha on loan. That's what we're hearing right now.
Zaha
Potentially.
Mateta in this regime with the Eze
but
just in
The question is,
Oh,
bro. The thing is, I don't know if Zaha starts. We'll see. We'll actually see.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. See, I said this last night, but I think it went over people's heads. Has anyone deeped West Ham's first 11?
Yo, it's
I'm
crazy.
not,
Bro,
it's not a joke.
I said this morning, yeah. We're gonna have to have some conversations because I'm looking at that first 11. They most definitely have a better team than this fella above me. That's not even a question. That's not even a question. The man over here,
Boy,
there's gonna be some conversations to be had.
yeah,
I think
we had
they
to
might
have
have a better team than you, man.
Wait.
This isn't even a question about Palace. This one's not even a question, but
Wait.
What about Tottenham? Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold up.
wait,
You're
you're not
saying
talking
they
that-
don't have a better team than
Let's
us.
get a mirror. Let's get a mirror.
I looked at their team, and do you know what? They've got a very good team. I'm not sitting there and waiting. I think they've got a better team than Villa.
Hold
They
on.
got a better team than Spurs.
But
They
looking at
got a
that
better
team,
team than Spurs.
Chelsea's
They
got a
haven't
better
got
team than you.
Chelsea don't have a better 11 than us.
You got a better defense.
No, Chelsea do not have a better team than us. I'm not having the
Bro,
conversation.
you employ
Stop
Kulusevski.
I'm
I'm not
doing
being.
Captain Save a hole right now.
I'm
Stop it. Chelsea do not have a better 11 than Spurs. Don't be silly now.
Oh,
Just
11. You said squad.
I said better team.
No, he said 11, he said
We're
11.
talking about
Team
11.
squad.
No.
11.
But Cass, we were talking about West Ham's 11.
Yeah. All right, if you do that, then it's debatable. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait,
It's
hold
not
up.
debatable.
Clarify one
West
thing,
Ham
though.
have a. It's close to us though. I would if you don't think West Ham's first 11's better than us, I wouldn't be mad because it's a very good team.
Is this
It's a
including
very
Solanke though?
If you want to put Solanke in there, innit? He's better than Fulkrug.
Slanky
but-
probably
You know
makes
about,
it a lot
West
tighter,
Ham.
I'd say.
You know what about they have Lopetegui as a manager. I don't like him, so I don't really care about starting 11s, man. It's about who you have running the show. I know he's done well over in Spain, etc. But what he done at Wolves, just him. There's something about that which I need to see because starting 11 is fantastic. West Ham, it's very good. They built a very good squad.
Wait,
I mean, them and Villa have been the
I
most.
think even their squad's decent. I think you can give credit to their whole squad. They got players like James Ward-Prowse who probably won't get in their starting 11 now.
Yeah.
Wait, Dan, couldn't we quickly go through it? So let me. They're about to sell Zuma and they're about to get Todibo in, which is big. Yeah. So that playing ball.
The centre backs
all
are
of
good,
that.
but the full backs are a bit weak.
So wait, they've got
Wan-Bissaka
net
and
right.
Emerson.
Cool. The goalkeeper, Areola, right? He's dope. Yeah. I'm not. He's a good goalie. Then right back is whom?
It's Wan-Bissaka.
Ufal currently now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If Wan-Bissaka's gonna go there, Todibo, Nair for Gerd, and then left back. What?
Not
Emerson?
there for good in there. It's Kilman. Come on, man.
Kilman. Oh yeah, Kilman.
Kilman's
Now.
And
Oh,
Kilman's
and they got Gerd as
overrated.
well.
Kilman's overrated, man.
No,
Kilman's
he's not.
overrated.
I-
No, he's not. No,
No,
he's
he's
not.
not.
Yes, he is.
George,
Yes,
me and
he
you in the same boat. Yeah, cool. Who's the left back?
Emerson.
Emerson.
Cool.
He's
That back
meaty.
four.
He's meaty. He's meaty.
That back four is quite balanced and solid in my opinion.
Yeah,
So wait, let's go further forward. In midfield, they still got Paqueta,
Alvarez, Souček.
Alvarez.
I don't. Has Paqueta is his band like in place?
Nah,
for this
he's
season?
he's
Like,
ready
has
to
been-
play start of the season. So
He
he's
might
still
get away
there
with it
now.
at this rate. Paqueta.
They just signed a
Alvarez.
guy from Betis for like 20 million.
Oh yeah, the DM Rodriguez or something like that.
They
Okay,
got like
that's the
4
one.
DMs
Kudus, Bowen, and Fulkrug.
and Somerville
No, it's
And
some
Somerville.
people are playing the
and
cam. I thought
Antonio and like obviously Danny is still there.
my
He's
what,
bro.
bro.
The 10, innit?
Corn,
They've got a good
and they got
squad.
Maxwell Cornet as well. Who's,
George, their midfield is better than yours.
No,
Wait,
it's
Yeah.
and they've signed
Yes,
they've
it
signed
is.
an
Yes,
18
it
How's
is.
that midfield better than us?
Right,
Let's
hear
talk
me
about
out. Hear me
practicality.
out.
Alvarez,
Yeah?
Alvarez in wait, Alvarez in the 6. He's all
better
right.
than
Let's
Basuma.
not
He's better than
overrate him.
Basuma.
He's not
He's
better than Basuma.
Basuma. Yes,
I
he
don't rate
is.
Basuma that highly, but he's not better than Basuma.
Alvarez
Let's
is
be
much
honest
better
here.
than Basuma.
He's simply just a ball winner. On the ball, he's not that good at all. Not that good
Kudus,
at
if you want to put him attacking mid, beats Madison for me. If you want to put him anywhere on the pitch, he's better than anything.
I don't think he's better than Madison. But if you want to do it, that's cool. I think Kudus is a good, really good player. I rate him.
Paqueta's better than Madison if they play.
Oh my God, Paqueta is better than all your midfielders.
You guys are just doing this overhype, over exaggerating.
There's no
right
over.
now.
There's
Because-
no overhype.
Because
Paqueta's better
Madison
than
is
every
definitely
midfielder.
Madison on his day is better
He's
than
better than who?
But
better
when's
than
his
all three of
day,
them.
George? Because he had 17 match days without having his day at the end of last season.
because he had injury problems that led him to have a bad 6 months towards the end of the season. I mean, Dan, you're not
I
the
hear
one
you
to
on
sit
that,
here and
bro.
do
I
this
hear
after
you.
half
Nah,
of your
nah.
team didn't perform for 17 games of the season. So
Probably
And
more
is
like
there an
30.
excuse for that?
But probably more like 30. But I'm not the one running my mouth saying that West Ham have a better team. That West Ham don't have a better team than me or starting 11.
Wait, you
Well,
think
you did? So you shrugged. So you're admitting that they've got a better 11 than you or better team?
I think it's a lot closer than it should be.
So
unless
you
you
think they're better?
unless you add Osimhen, then it's a different conversation.
Yeah. I think
How's
Chelsea
it a
have
different
far too many
conversation adding
injuries.
Because
Osimhen?
as
He
well.
doesn't
all right,
take
cool,
Chelsea to
cool.
the next level.
For me, Osimhen's better than Fulkrug. Yeah, Kudus against Cole Palmer or Bowen. However, because it's the right middle, right? Palmer. Yeah. On the left hand side, if you want to put in
Wait.
Kunku there-
You're not
Kudus
doing
in
no.
However
However
you
you
wanna-
rewind,
however you wanna-
because it's
how-
not
wait,
making
wait.
sense right now. Wait.
Wait,
It's not making
however you
sense
want,
right now.
however you want to label it, I'm just saying Kudus can play in the middle or on the right,
How
and
did
Bowen's
how
also
wait,
on the
how
right.
did you so easily go? Yeah, Palmer's better than Bowen and Kudus, but then you were like, nah.
Because if you ask,
Kudus is
wait,
better than Madison. What are you doing?
because he
here?
is.
What are you doing here?
All right, cool. Yeah,
What are you
let me.
doing here?
All right, let me explain. Yeah, wait, if Kudus is in attacking mid or Palmer's in attacking mid, right?
Kudus.
I'm taking Palmer.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yes. If Palmer's on the right and you want to put Bowen up against Palmer, I'm choosing Palmer. If you want to go over to the left, who's they got on the left again? Who did we say? Somerville and who?
Somerville.
And who's the other one we said? We
They
said
signed
another
a
one.
winger from Brazil for who's
Yeah,
like 18.
Gil
like,
Mara.
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
Nkunku all day long. Yeah, what? Say
That's not-
something.
You lot, look,
Makes
they're
sense.
West Ham have got a good starting 11. Yes, they've made some very good signings, but let's just land on to see what Lopetegui actually does before getting.
Yeah, you know what?
carried
Yeah,
away.
it's true, but we're just doing paper.
I'm
talk. It's
hearing
just paper.
people talk about West Ham or top 4 potential push. Like, let's relax, man.
Yeah, but how can you say that? Aston Villa did it.
I think West
Aston
Ham are
Villa
better than
did
Villa
it,
next
but
year.
Aston Villa got Emery as the manager. That's why they've done it. And you can see, I mean, when Emery went through the door at Aston Villa, you can see some of those players that were bang average under Steven Gerrard, who he got the best out of them. So the manager plays a big part in terms of what he can get out of these players. Yes, they're great for name's sake, but let's see what Lopetegui can actually do.
Yeah, but Lopetegui's name in Spain is held as like
Quite
fairly
high,
similar
isn't it?
regard
High
to Unai
regard,
Emery.
Yes,
yeah.
but for me,
We're
in the
talking
Prem,
about a guy that's had the Real Madrid and Spanish national team job. His name
It was only at Wolves. It was only at Wolves for what, like
yeah,
3,
and it
4
was
months,
because of the
like-
Wolves
Yeah, but
board
yeah.
rather than like he never really
well,
wanted
okay,
the Wolves
you
job in the first place.
you lot.
But he
can
was
have
poor there.
faith
Though.
in
He did that. You
everything,
could say it was
but-
because the Wolves poor, but he was poor. And I know we're talking about like, yeah, he was at Real Madrid and so on. Like, he was at Real Madrid, however
Not
long
long,
ago.
mate.
Obviously,
Honestly,
he
like
went back.
4 months. I think he's got. But I think he's
No,
got
but I mean,
issues
he was
with
there in like
Porto.
08, 09 or sometime around then. Like,
Nah,
when we were,
no. Way more
Pep Group.
sooner than that.
No, he was there back then, and then he went back after the Spain job. That's what you're forgetting, Dan. So he was there.
What
And then he went-
Lopetegui had the Real Madrid job in 08.
He had like I know
Years
he's
ago,
part of that
yeah,
team.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
he might have been a backup team. I know he was there in it. I know he was around.
I
He
didn't
might have
know
been
he had
backup.
the job in
He might have been
08.
an assistant coach. Something. He wasn't their main manager. We know.
No. Lopetegui was the Real Madrid manager about 5 years ago. 6
Yeah,
years
so
ago.
it's not
he was
long.
main
It's
manager
not long
then.
at
I'm talking
all.
about he was
But you're
part of
right,
the
but
team.
you're right, George. Back then, he was a part of Real Madrid B. That's how he's.
Yeah, he was part of. He's not part of the team, but like I don't think that he's had a good managerial career like that. Like what his best? You lot are saying he's hailed as something over in Spain. He was
Has
hailed.
he not won
you know what it
he's
is?
won the
He's
Europa
over
League,
Spain.
no?
Do you know what it
Yeah,
is?
with
It's-
Sevilla. He done. He
Sevilla.
had the run when Sevilla,
Yeah.
like
Well,
back and
Emery's
forth
won
when
the
he had
Europa
that-
League with Sevilla.
Pardon?
Unai Emery's won the Europa League with Sevilla.
And
no?
he also won it with Villarreal, and he
Yeah,
also
exactly.
took Arsenal,
So-
and he also took Arsenal to the thing. So like,
I think,
he's
they're
so
held
his
in
pedigree
fairly
is a lot
similar
heavier.
regards over there.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
No. Emery is a better manager than Lopetegui.
To get the
I
Spain
don't-
job, for 2 years, you have to be held in fairly
Well,
high
they were a
regard.
poor
in
Spain
the
team. What did they do that in between
Yeah.
those 2 years?
Oh,
2016,
wait,
2018.
in respect though, Lopetegui, Emery, same thing.
Nah,
They
it's
achieved-
not.
they
It's
achieved
not-
the same
it's not,
as England
Kaz.
in that
It's not.
sense.
It's not the same thing. I'm sorry. It's not the same
It
thing.
is the same thing.
Lopetegui ain't good at. He's not. He's not on the same
Lopetegui
level
hasn't
as
had a
Emery.
job last season, didn't he? He didn't have a job for a reason. Like,
No,
let's
you
be-
know what it is. You know what it is. D don't like West Ham. Yeah, D don't like West Ham. Yeah,
It's not
So
about. It's not
obviously-
about me not liking West Ham. I don't care about West Ham. I'm just being real. Lopetegui does not. Even West Ham fans, when he first joined, they weren't. He weren't the first choice.
Because they're
Really
ungrateful
got
fans. They should be licking their lips at that appointment. They just got rid of David Moyes. Who did they think they are?
Emery's better. Emery's better than Lopetegui. And we'll see next season. There's
All
no
right.
way. We'll see next
Cool.
season. We'll see next
All
season.
right, cool. I think that's enough airtime for West Ham and top 4 battles. Anyways,
Yes.
but yeah, man, where to start? You know what, Jules? Let's start with Solanke, man. The news that dropped this morning first. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a hater now. I'm a full-time hater. You know, big. You know what? If you get this one over the line, they're saying around 57 million. So you go underneath the mark. good business. I'm gonna say from Tottenham, bro.
Yeah, man, it's definitely good business. I do think the fee is a bit more inflated than what I would have been happy with, but the fee is the fee, and the market is the market where we're at right now. I think any striker, any decent striker in the Premier League, let alone in Europa, like European leagues, is costs 50+ million pounds. So that is the price for the market. Good player, good all-round play. I look forward to him coming into our squad. I think that he can really help with what we need. I'm hearing that Richie's staying as well, so we're gonna have 2 options up front. He said that he doesn't want to leave. He don't want to go Saudi. So we're gonna have 2 options up front now. I think this pushes Son to go back out on the left, and as much as you guys think Spurs front line isn't gonna be that good, I think we have a decent front line now, especially when you put Son back out on the left. It gives us more options. It says apparently Tottenham is still going for a marquee signing as our winger. So Tottenham are making some good moves, man. This is the start of our first big signings. Hopefully we can bring in another big name into that front forward. But Solanke, man, top player. He's a goal scorer. Last season, what was it, 19 Premier League goals? Only a few assists, but his all-round play, link-up play with the forwards and the midfield is really good. Some great movement in the box. And he's a type of striker that we've been needing. Just watching Spurs last season, the amount of low crosses that we put into the box, we've needed a fox in the box type of striker. Richie's not that player. Richie's flicks on a couple headers, and that's about it. His finishing isn't there. But Solanke, that's if you look at his goal catalogue for Bournemouth last year, loads of little near post tap-ins, movement in the box, just playing off the shoulder of the last defenders. So for us and what we need, I think Solanke suits us perfectly. He presses well. He's a high energetic forward. So I think this can be a really good move for us. And I think Solanke, he goes to the next level at Spurs. And obviously, I ain't just gassing this up because he's come to us. I'm happy about it. But I generally think if he did go to another big club as well, I think he takes his game to the next level. He's going to get a lot more opportunities.
I wanted him at Man United, personally, before Xerxes and all this stuff. If someone said if he was there for a certain amount, I would have taken him. I think he's the total package, and no one can deny that. I think Son will benefit off of him as well. There's someone to bounce off of better than what Richarlison does. I'm not. You know what? You're keeping Richarlison, and I'm not gonna lie. As much as I crash on him, his goal return to minutes last season was actually very good as well. So an option there is probably what you need. If someone says, "Oh, would you take Richarlison as your second option as a striker if you're starving?" You're taking him. You probably are. He can be a menace. He can be in respect, especially considering how low his confidence was the other year. Am I being a little bit too fair?
No. I feel like Richarlison needs this as well, because sometimes players like him, someone who he plays off of confidence. He needs a challenge. He needs someone to push him. I think this is what Tottenham are doing. We're bringing in another striker, so we don't have no one who's guaranteed to start. Everyone's sort of battling for their position, and whoever's the best in form is the player that's going to play. This makes Richarlison know that if he wants to play, he's going to have to pull it out of the bag every game, and the same for Solanke. So it keeps them both hot on their heels, and it's good. It's good to have problems and a bit more depth up front for us, because we're going to be having 4 competitions to battle for this season, and we need to make sure we got the legs for it.
Yeah, what do you lot think of Solanke anyways? People say, oh, he's only had 1 good season, but that's 1 good season in the Prem. The first season was, you got to consider the difference in Bournemouth teams as well.
No, I think, to be honest, I would have taken him at Arsenal. Like, I think it's a very good signing. I think it's showing a lot of.
You saying Sharon got all that, yeah?
Yeah, man. Like, I can see it already, man. He's gonna come to the Emirates in that Tottenham shirt. He's gonna score, and he's gonna bust out the Toby mask, and I'm gonna be like, oh, bro, man, why you have to do this?
It's vibey, isn't it? It's so vibey, bro.
It's such a vibe, man. No, it's a real good signing, man. I think Tottenham fans have every right to be happy with the signing. He's Premier League proven in my eyes. He's proven in English football just on the whole. He's at a good age. He's coming into his prime. And
I swear, is he from London as well? Is he from Chelsea's academy?
Yeah, he's Chelsea.
Yeah, so hey, come on, he's home, man. He's a Tottenham boy now. Yeah, you're gonna have Tottenham fans singing he's one of our own.
No, it's funny because Cobham seed is spread across not even just London, bro. It's spread across Europe. I see this lineup of just all Cobham players that Chelsea have sold over the past couple of years, and I promise you, the lineup's better than their first team. Like, the amount of players that come from their academy that are good quality.
Yeah, there's
nothing right there. Tomori,
yeah.
Gahey. Like, they've just got a full 11 of good players, man. They've fumbled the bag on quite a few.
Elise used to be part of the academy as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And his younger brother's in the
Rice,
academy right
Declan
now.
Rice,
And
hey.
Musiala.
Mason
Yeah,
Mount.
Declan Rice over there. Yeah, man. The Chelsea's feeding all the clubs in London.
Bro, they've
man.
had
Yeah.
a dip in every chip, man.
They had like players like Elise under their belts, but they decided to go for Mudryk.
Mark
And,
Gay's
like,
better than all
I
their
think
centre backs.
what they are is
Mark
I think
Gay's better than all their centre backs.
exactly that's another thing
Yeah,
as well.
there's Musiala as well, you know.
All right, how about this? Tamori, Chalobah, and Gay in that back three right now. That is what you call Brexit. Yeah,
that is, bro.
That is-
whatever. That's a team that is battling high up the table. I'll tell you that. Like,
Back
their
three
second
centre-backs.
team. Their second team is solid. I don't even know what their team right now. They got like 40 players right now. But
I'm sorry, Dan.
So
I don't know how
Chelsea
we-
made like 4 signings in like the
What
past
do you want
couple
to
of
say,
years.
mate? You're just talking facts.
I've heard. I don't know. They've been signing goalies. I don't know what. Maybe they're about to change the game of football.
Nah, we just loaned one out, D. So we're only on 9 goalies now. So it's all right.
9 goals. There wasn't 11 of goals.
Just loan one out to Crawley Town, so we're down to 9.
Chelsea next season, Dan. Chelsea fans can never talk anything about injury crisis. Yeah, because
Well, I think that's why they've signed
you
so
got
many players.
every player, like from all positions, pretty much sorted. You got like 6 goalies, 9 goalies. Like, how many more goalies do you need? So yeah, the game's been
I think
ruined.
that's why they've
Game's
signed
ruined.
so many,
Right.
because I think they're afraid that they have an injury, like a squad that's going to have an injury crisis pretty much every season. I don't think they believe their squad
How
will
many
maintain
injuries can one
fitness.
goalie have? Like what? Like 3, 4 goalies injured in one season. What are you lot doing? Like battling or
Forget
something?
about the
in training,
goalies,
like?
man. They've signed like
Yeah, there's
Eight-
like,
I
there's a
think
squad of
like
40
6 or
or
7
something at
players
the
this
moment,
window.
I think.
Yeah.
If you go on the first team on the website, I think it's like over 40 players.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's just nuts. Like, and 40 players, 20 of whom most people aren't aware of who they are.
And Dan, aren't Chelsea like, because obviously I ain't looked into the financials on most of these signings, and I know the amortization rules and stuff have sort of changed, but aren't Chelsea worried of getting pulled up on FFP again? 'Cause
Nah, they're going to
I'm
raise.
understanding you guys are
if
signing
they-
all these like young players
Well,
for
yeah.
25, 30 mil, and
I think
half
they're
of them
kicking the
don't-
can down the road, George. I think that's one thing that they're doing. I think they're quite comfortable in the fact that they're going to manage to sell probably 250 million pounds worth of players again this summer. So I think they'll be okay. But it's more the fact that, yeah, in 10 years' time, we're probably going to be spending 200, 300 million guaranteed a season on that. Players that have had their fees amortized over the next like 7 years on average per contract.
But back to
I'm sorry.
back to the Solanke though. Even guys in the comments get involved. What do you rate this signing out of 10?
7, 8.
Yeah, I'll give it a strong 8. I can't lie. I really like Solanke. I'll give it.
I think every other team in the league, bar City, is jealous of Solanke going to Spurs.
I'm giving it a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8,
It's
9.
what-
I would have given it a 9.
Trent,
But I
you
feel
know
like
what?
he's
You know
better.
why? Yeah, I don't care about the when you deep it these days, old George. 50 to 60 minutes. That's normal. That was considered normal, anyways. Considering he's in obviously English plus
English,
Premier
yeah.
League proven and all that. The tax. Let's just call it the tax, right? I think I said it. I reckon he gets between 17 and 23 goals in a Prem under Ange with the amount of chances you lot create. When people say, "Oh, you're gassing up Spurs too much," I'm gassing up Solanke. And I think I'm well within my right to say so.
No,
Because I
fact.
think you got to look at the way Ange plays. Pressing, high up the pitch, high volume of chances, high volume of turnovers. Solanke's game already does that in Bournemouth, except Bournemouth play a little bit further deeper. They like to get up, but they like to defend as a unit. And I just think under Ange, I'm not going to lie, I think he hits the ground running. I don't see how he doesn't, personally. Unless someone else has got something to say about it.
If he bags 20 goals next season, then that's a 10 out of 10 signing for us. That's exactly what we need. That's what we're signing the striker for. So can't complain, man. But this is it's a long time coming for Solanke. It's good that he finally made this big move, because obviously he was a wonder kid when he left Chelsea. When Liverpool bought him, everyone thought he was going to be like the next big thing, and then he had a few bad years. But I feel like the potential's always been there. He's just sort of found his way now, sort of found the best thing that works for him. So I'm looking
It's like,
forward
what's
to it.
alternatives as well? We've been talking about the strikers all market long. There isn't that many great strikers out there. So I think Premier League proven player. Ange knows him well. He will know Tottenham well as well. I think it just makes a lot of sense. So I think solid 8, 9, 100%. I think it's a player that Spurs need. Like, that's the kind of players that you need, like, to push you forward. I know you can go get bigger names technically, but you just need, like, even if you could, I don't think you will. Even if you get Eze, that'd be fantastic. Like, That's the
Yeah,
type of player that you need. at
Say
your-
that, say
at
that,
your
say
club.
that with a real straight face.
What?
Eze, say it with a straight face. You're the
Well,
Palace
when
fan.
I say Eze and Spurs, I can't say it with a straight face because I'm in the club.
I can't lie. I'm not confident of it happening after this. Still, after we're spending 60 million pounds on Solanke, I don't know if we go and spend another 60 million pounds on Eze. But saying that, if we do bring in a marquee winger, it's gonna have to be around another 60 million. So, but I just don't know. With Solanke coming in, it's gonna push Son onto the left. It leaves us with less options for Eze. I feel like we need to sign a right winger at this point because Eze is going to play on the left.
Coleman's
In the middle.
available now, you know.
Huh?
Kingsley Coleman's available now, you know.
Paul don't bring him anywhere
Is
near.
Reece
Man.
Nelson
The guy
still-
plays about 10 games a season.
What's happening with Reece Nelson as well? Is he still out?
Man, I saw a report that apparently Leicester City can't afford the valuation of Reece Nelson. So yeah, that's
What's the valuation for Reece Nelson? 30 mil.
Nah, man. I think it was like 15 to 20 mil.
Oh, fair. Yeah, I was about to say Arsenal are going to be cooking something over there, man.
Yeah, man. But like, I don't know, man. Like, look, even the fact that now Solanke's gone, well, I mean, he's virtually gone. Bournemouth might even, you know, be like, "Raw, Arsenal, what are you saying about Nketiah and those? You never know, innit? So maybe Tottenham might be helping us out, get a bit more money, man. So yeah, man. But we see what happens. But I don't think you man will spend big now after Solanke.
I think our total summer spending will probably end up around 150 to 200 mil, which at the moment with Solanke signing, we're already on 120. So I could probably see us spending another 70, 80 mil, but that's about it.
But
Mad.
No, but
the thing is, we have sold quite a bit. We've made like 100 and something million in sales already this summer. So
if you that's the thing though with Tottenham, like you just
100
need
million with-
one
wait,
more
100 million?
signing now.
With who?
Yeah, who did you bet? Who did you spend this money on?
we've sold quite a few. We've sold Rodon, we've sold Højbjerg, we've sold Emerson, we've sold.
Oh, you just sold him now today, didn't you? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we sold. I know we've got about 10 players out the door. I don't know all the specific names, but we've got quite a few. A lot of small. It's like a lot of small fees that have just adding up.
Fair enough. By the way, Emmanuel says not comparing, but Richarlison has 15 and 66 appearances. But if you go look at last year, you go see his goals to minutes to appearances as well. Like it's totally night and day because I swear he got like one goal in his first season.
He had one in his like first 30 games for Spurs, of 2 in like 30. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't think right now yet, but off the top of my head, in terms of second strikers, which second strikers really score banging that many goals? Like there's always right now in the Prem, I'm thinking as well.
You got Europa as well, so they've got to rotate.
Exactly. So I feel like as a second, like a player that's coming off the bench, I feel like that's still a solid option. Because I mean, we have to be realistic as well. Like who's gonna come and sit on the bench if they're that good? So yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah. By the way, there's nearly 1,000 people in here. Please, if you haven't done so yet, it takes 2 seconds. You can exit the live chats just like that, and hit the fun button. We're in about nearly on 200 likes. So if you ain't liked it, it'd be appreciated. It's a Friday. It's a nice day, especially if you're in the UK. I don't know where you lot are from in the world. Let me know. But hopefully it's a nice day where you are too. Got an arrival. But yeah, man. Other than that, yeah, do please subscribe as well in case you have forgotten and you're not even in the live chat and you want to get involved. Don't be shy. I reply to most people in the comments after videos too, so don't feel like you're going to be left out. And also you can subscribe to everyone here. You can see in their name tags right there. But yeah, moving on a little bit before we talk about anything else. Osimhen, Dan, are you finally going to be happy, mate, if you go get this one over the line? Because I'm not being funny. I think last time we spoke earlier this week, you wasn't such a happy bunny.
I'm still not, mate. I haven't seen enough from my club to suggest that we're going to be making massive improvements this season. And I think it was almost desperate that we did. So, yeah, Osimhen seems like a signing that would be in the right direction. Probably one that I wasn't that happy with if it was over like 100, 120 million that they were quoting like last season, earlier on at the beginning of the summer. But now, if we get him for the price that we do, load or send Lukaku the other way, get rid of that load of wages that he's costing us, seems like a good deal all round. I think Chelsea are at a position now where they have to move for someone like Osimhen as well, because they're in a dangerous place. They're spending a lot of money. They're not improving the value, the terms of marketing for their club. I just think if we're not signing the players that are attractive to other players to come to the club, like I think it's just a mess, mate. I honestly do. I think the fan base is completely ripped apart at the moment. Some are on one side of the fence, some are on the others. We've spent so much money, not had much improvement in the squad. So yeah, Osimhen for me has to happen now. Has to. You can't be signing Samuel Marodian and expect your manager to finish in the top 4 of the Premier League.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think you don't. All these youngers that you're buying for like 20 million euros, you could have got with Osimhen with.
That's what I don't get.
I don't agree, by the way.
That's what I don't get. Another goalie. Who the fuck are you? Yeah. All these other guys are shift. Hurry up.
Wanted on Twitter, and I saw a guy put up like a graphic of our 4th choice squad on Twitter. Most of the players have barely played a game. It's worth 350 million. 4th choice squad.
You lot are trying to move like Palace and Brighton in terms of what we're trying to do in terms of bringing.
We're trying to sign the same caliber of player. You're right.
Yeah,
because
but that is crazy to me. That's crazy. Like, a club like Chelsea shouldn't operate like a club like Palace and Brighton. The reason why we have to operate like that is because of the amount of money that we can bring into the football club in the first place.
I think the biggest problem for Chelsea is they keep getting fleeced on a lot of these deals, because if they were bringing in all these players for like 10, 15 millions, and it makes sense because they're investments for the future. And if they do end up selling them in 2, 3, maybe 4 years' time, it's more than likely that they'll make a small profit, even if it's just 4 or 5 million. But where they're signing like this Omorodian youth for 35 mil, the next man for 20 mil. I saw they brought in some striker from America that they're loaning back for like 25 mil. Like, these are players that most likely won't see any minutes under Chelsea. The only way that they could make money back is doing loan, and that'd have to be.
But there's loan restrictions now, George.
Like, I know, there's like 9
Chelsea
players.
Used to have a loan army back in the day under Roman. We'd have 40 players out on loan a season, but now there's restrictions in place. And back then, those players came through Cobham or were purchased for relatively small fees. Like Andreas Christensen's a prime example. We bought him for a relatively small amount. Same with like Nathan Ake, put him through Cobham from like 14, and then they came through as academy graduates. And we made good money on them. And we always did that as a club. We've made a lot of money out of our academy. You were talking about how good that academy team is of the players that we've managed to sell. The issue is now, though, we're bringing in players for 10 to 20 million at a time. There's loan restrictions in place. We've got a squad of 40, 45 players. We've got a feeder club in Strasbourg, but we can't get that many players over there. I just don't know how they expect to make money on these players that are barely going to see the pitch unless we have an injury crisis.
And I think the biggest problem as well, away from that as well, is like Maresca. Like, you're just giving the manager more problems. He's got two. Like, I think it's nice to have players to look at, but having too many players to look at, that just presents you with another problem, because every other match day you're going to be trying to use different solutions for a new problem. Will be like, oh, do you know what? This week this guy looked good. I'm going to put him in the team, and that's what Poch and Potter had to keep doing. They just kept changing up the team, because I guess every training session, every week, different players are looking good, different players are looking better in different positions.
So they've literally had to make. They've literally, your point's spot on, by the way. They've literally had to make the changing room at Cobham bigger, because it wasn't even that long ago. Frank Lampard was there, and he was like, "You've got to do something about this, because we got half the team getting changed in the hallway every morning because there's not enough room left in the dressing room at Cobham." So they've literally had to spend money to improve the size of the changing room. So yeah, it's a mess. Honestly, it's a mess. I don't know what else Chelsea fans are supposed to expect with this many players being there, apart from it being a mess. I think our squad on its day, if players can remain fit, is all right. I actually think there's potential in that squad to achieve. I just think adding all this volatility into it just doesn't help the matter at all. How can you come in as a new coach, as Maresca? You want it settled at least, and it's just a new guy turning up he's going to come back from Cobham. There'll be come back from the preseason tour in America. There'll be 5 new players waiting for him at Cobham.
Yeah.
But even then, though, with the whole Osimhen thing, like if we talk about just the season and the first 11 alone, does this change? Do you not honestly believe that it changes quite a lot for Chelsea going forward in their season?
What if we sign Osimhen?
Yeah, like do you believe that everything will change?
Win. If you spend 65 million on a striker with the reputation of Osimhen, you got to go and win Conference League as a minimum, I think.
You got to get past
He will
Braga
win that-
maybe
he will
first.
win that
I
category.
don't think it changed the expectation. I think Osimhen, like as much as he's a good player, a lot of people probably haven't watched him close enough to know that he's not that striker that takes your team to the next level. He had one really good season at Napoli, but apart from that, he's sort of been coasting his way through Serie A. Hasn't been a standout performer like that. And I think the options that you currently have are probably maybe not of a similar stature. Like he's a bigger name, but I think as a level for what you guys have, I think Nico Jackson could probably produce as many goals as Osimhen does. I don't think he's a bagsman like that. He's not going to come to your team and bag 20 goals. I don't think he does that.
He's definitely a better finisher.
He's a better finisher than Jackson. No doubt in my mind about that. But
yeah, but so think how many chances Jackson had last season.
The thing is, though, I'm not a big Jackson fan, but I think Jackson showed last season that he gets into really good positions. He just needs to finish. This season, I think he builds upon that and probably scores more goals.
I'm not sure, George. I think sometimes that finishing is a natural instinct that you can't coach. That Osimhen quite clearly has. In the air, Osimhen is absolutely fantastic.
He's
His
a
movement
beast.
in the box is unbelievable. His finishing both feet's pretty good. Look, don't get me wrong. He still misses sitters. Don't expect that we're getting like a Harry Kane coming in who's going to finish like most of his chances, end up with 30 goals. But I think Osimhen's a level above Jackson. And if we're starting the season with a potential lineup of strikers of Jackson, probably Omarodian, and maybe Osimhen with Nkunku potentially needing to play there if there's injuries, I think that looks all right to me. I'm pretty happy with that. I just feel like there needs to be a striker in there that's a level above Jackson.
Yeah, no, I'm in definite agreement. I don't see how this doesn't work out, especially the fact that he gives you height as well. And I don't think you really had that last season. I think one thing that was missing out of Chelsea's, they scored quite a few goals, but what the thing they didn't really do is score enough headers because they didn't really have that up front. Jackson's not really that guy to win aerial duels really and beat the man and go and score goals like that. I'm pretty sure he might have scored a header or two though. What are you saying once, man, with Osimhen?
Bro, like just in no world that's not a good signing, isn't it? Like for Chelsea, for where they are, especially, I feel like Osimhen would be a brilliant signing for anyone. Like, let's be honest, if Arsenal got Osimhen, they'll be saying it's the final piece for them to win the league. You know what I'm saying? He is, and that's not even a cost. Like Osimhen, he's one of the world's in-demand strikers. So for me,
he's in demand doesn't make him that good though.
No, but he is. But let's not act like he's because I feel like we are downplaying him a little bit. Like he is better than Jackson. Osimhen is a very good striker. Osimhen's a very good striker. Like,
what level is he?
It's still no. It still has to translate to the Premier League. But he's pretty much the best striker. Is he the best striker in Serie A apart from Lautaro?
No.
He's right there with Lautaro.
Vlahovic is better than him, I think.
No way, George.
No,
Vlahovic,
No way.
It's not 2022. It's not 20. Sorry, it's not 2021.
That's when Osimhen was balling in 2022. Last season he bagged 15 goals. It wasn't that impressive. Like, it was
in how many appearances, bro? This
25?
guy, Gary, the bottom line is this guy.
That's
Gary, yeah, exactly.
George, 25 games, 15 goals. That's decent.
It's decent. Again, I never said it was
better
bad.
than like
do it
1 and 2.
Again, I keep the same energy in it. When Solanke was linked to Spurs and now it looks like he's going to Spurs, now they're doing the downplay thing with Solanke. We're not going to now downplay Osimhen because he's going to a poor Chelsea side at this moment in time.
His brother's always injured, man.
He's not.
Who? Osimhen?
Yeah.
He's got bad injury record, to be fair.
Always got a hamstring muscle injury. The hell?
But the bottom line is Osimhen's he's a very good striker in it. So for Chelsea, for most people, it would be good business, and it's just a good sign. And obviously, for me, I would be a bit skeptical about disrupting what Jackson is building. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's other positions to address rather than going and getting a striker. Like going and spending X amount of money on Osimhen makes no sense to me when your left wing stinks of shit.
When your defense is as bad as it's been in pre-season,
and the defense has been as bad as it's been, and the midfield there's still question marks of cohesiveness. Listen, like you got to do what you got to do, but at the end of the day, if we're talking about the signing in a nutshell, bro, it's Osimhen, bro. Come on, man. Like for me, I think it's a statement signing, but still a lot of pressure, and that has to translate to the Prem, and he has to stay fit. You know what I'm saying?
From the outside looking in,
he's not the best striker in the world. He's not the best striker in the world, but he's the top. He's a top striker from another league, and it's as simple as that.
Well,
yeah, he's not world class.
From the outside looking in, when you look at Chelsea, I honestly the best way to describe it is a headache. Like Liverpool, we can all look at Liverpool. We can all look at Arsenal, United, Tottenham, every other club. You can look at every other club and say, all right, cool, you need that position. You're lacking there. But with Chelsea, with the amount of signings that they're making, they've got about 47 players already in their squad. Their defense is still shaky. The left side is not sorted. Up front, there's question marks. It's just, even if they sign Osimhen, of course, it'll be an improvement. 100%. I think Osimhen would be a step forward for Chelsea. I don't know if that would be a piece in the puzzle. I think the puzzle's all over the place. Like where do we start? Do you get it? Like Chelsea needs to sort themselves out. Just take a deep breath. Stop signing every goalie and another player, youngster, every other day, and try to figure out what do you need for your starting 11? What do you need for your actual squad? Because there's just so many players. There's so many players being signed, and it's just confusing from the outside looking in. Maybe as Chelsea fans, you'll know better, of course, but it's just, I don't know. Osimhen will be a good signing, but I don't think he'll solve everything at Chelsea.
I just think people's reasonings for saying he's not that good doesn't make sense to me. Like, oh, because he looks shit at AFCON. Okay, well, Salah doesn't look great in AFCON. Is Salah shit? Like, come on,
nah,
man,
he looked terrible at AFCON though.
But he did look especially terrible, Monster. To be
He
fair.
did not.
It's a fair judgment, Monster.
He did. It's not no, but I think when you like AFCON and okay, Foden was crap at the Euros. He crap now. Like he's crap for England in general. He's
in a team at Napoli that is set up to play in a way that feeds him.
That is the case with most players. He's going to a questionable Chelsea team. All of a sudden, he's overrated. Like, give me a break, man. Like,
now we're talking about a player that's managed to score there or thereabouts, like 15,
man is getting
20
30 goals
every
a season regularly. A man acting like you, man, of signing.
Wait, who got 30 goals a season regularly? Who?
No, probably more like
he's never had 30 goals a season in the Premier League.
Obviously, I'm not talking about in domestically, but
even so, he's probably had it once. No, last season, the season before when he had 25 goals, the one season that he outperformed himself.
It was like 30, 31, 32 all comps that season that he had. It was unreal.
He hadn't had 24 goals twice. He had it once for Napoli, I'm pretty sure. And every other season's like 15, 16.
It is, George. You're right. Most season he's about 15 to 20. Even at Lille, he was.
He's a goal scorer. Goals. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think he's of the high end goal scorers there.
Nah, he's not well.
I said it's him and Lautaro in it. It's him and Lautaro who are the top strikers in Serie A. But man are going on like, I
I can't lie. I think he's closer to Lukaku than the top.
No, I always used to say when Osimhen was being hyped, I said, you guys got to remember Lukaku was doing this for Inter.
I think Lukaku was doing more than Osimhen.
I wouldn't call him I would say he's kind of similar to Haaland.
What?
Yeah, why, bro? They're both robust strikers. Like they win everything in the, they win most things in the air. They're both pacey. The first touch is baggy. They run in behind. They're very strong.
Osimhen to Haaland is still wild. Osimhen and Haaland.
I'm not saying he's as good of a goal scorer as Haaland, but they're more similar in play style, don't you think?
In play style.
Oh yeah, then who? Lukaku.
But I wouldn't call him Lukaku. I wouldn't say Osimhen's getting
I wouldn't say
Lukaku wanted to be a hold-up striker.
The numbers might be.
I don't think Cass is miles away. I don't think Cass is miles away of what he's saying.
But to be fair, under Conte, by the way, Lukaku plays a completely different way to where he plays everywhere else.
He's a demon.
Honestly, Lukaku's turning and running in behind under Conte. He's lean as anything in Milan when they were together. So, like, Jackson's all right, man. Osimhen's all right. He can on the ball. He can be okay at times. Sometimes he's clunky, but sometimes he does some unbelievable stuff.
Telling you lot now, when Palmer starts crossing in the ball, he's winning it. He's bully boy. It's a bully boy setting. I'm not going to say, I reckon he probably gets in his first season under Chelsea, maybe 15 to 20 Premier League goals. There's no way. I don't think he's starving in Chelsea. You know, them teams that he might even if he stat pads against the smaller sides that come about, he's going to kill them. He will.
He'll be a high line demon, that's for sure. Like
exactly.
It
allows you to get on the pitch a little bit more compared to anyone that they've got because he runs in behind, so they're gonna be skeptical about it. That means Chelsea can get a little bit further up. That means the other team have to drop. Maybe in a low block, you might find Osimhen kind of struggling to find space, but that's probably where you want him because you can make something out of nothing.
Honestly, I you know what it is? I just think sometimes it depends what team you're going for the way people look at players. If Osimhen was signing for Arsenal, we'd all be waxing lyrical in it. I just think it's as simple as that.
It's true. I don't think he's suited to what Arsenal need. Personally,
waxing lyrical, man. Man will be up his
but if he comes to Chelsea, I think there's quite a clear sort of order there of how our strikers would look. We've signed Omarodian, who has scored 9 goals last season. We've signed Jackson, who's got roughly 15. And then you've got Osimhen who's capable of scoring 20. There's quite a clear pecking order there. And there's players capable of scoring goals. And arguably, if they haven't got one star striker, they've got a rotation there that they can use to score goals. I think Chelsea's biggest issue, though, like a few of you have alluded to, isn't going forwards. I think defensively, we look horrific at the moment.
Yeah. This is why I say maybe it's not all set in stone yet, but if there's something to maybe look to, this is what I say about patience, isn't it, with some Chelsea fans? Maybe it might not be all the glory that you lot are seeking this year. And then the defense part might be the only thing that you need to sort out next year going further forward. That could be it. Everything else, it might be, roses and, wine, cheese, all that stuff that people love. I don't know. But anyways, look, there's once there's like 1,100 people watching, yeah. And it's not even 300 likes. I'm just,
What's going on?
I don't know what's going on, Hooks, Dan, George, but I think people must not like the content or something, they just want to be here because.
Wake up, man. Pay some rent.
What do you usually say on your channels?
Pay your rent.
Pay rent, man. We don't ask for much. Just a little tap on the like button. It takes a second. Just tap the like button, show us some love. That's all we ask. Pay some rent.
Pay some rent. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Moving on. Zubimendi crunch time. Real talk. Weekend decision. He's got a contract offer on the table, allegedly. From what I'm reading right here as well by Real Sociedad. But then I'm seeing reports about obviously Zubimendi also being very tempted by Liverpool. Special is the word. And also apparently, again, from another, I don't know what kind of source he is or whatever, but they've also got a potential player lined up to replace him. I think he plays for Valencia. So it might work both ways. And with Solanke deal potentially going through now, extra money. I like once this weekend's going to be a good. It's going to be either great for rivals or you're going to crash on everyone. So,
bro, that's literally what it is, bro. It's either going to be I'm done out here, or you man are done out here. You know what I'm saying? And to be fair, it's not everyone in it. Obviously, certain men aren't included in this. Dan, you're good. George, you're sweet. D, sweet.
Just gave you 10 more. Best be sweet, boy.
Yeah. No, George, we're linked. We're good. Hooks, Cass, you man are you man, stay away from me, innit? Like, actually, just stay. If it happens, just stay away from me.
What did I do?
Stay yeah.
What did I do? What did I do?
Especially you know what I'm saying?
What did I
do? I'm not gonna. You man know what is. You man know what I'm gonna be like if I get it over the line. Not even because you've signed fucking Prime Pirlo or some shit like that. Just because of the way you man have gotten. The second there was a little bit of rumble, you man were up in man's grill. You know what I'm saying? Doing the ha thing. You get it? Like, don't try sweet man up now. Like, in case it looks like it could be happening again. You man have chose your side. Remember hashtag your word is your word. Your word is your word.
Yeah, your word is your word.
Hashtag your word is your word.
You was the one that said to me, better hope that we don't get Zubi before Marino. You started the one. You started it. You get me? I just had
especially all the people in the chat telling me, oh, you're doing too much. You spoke too soon. If he does sign, you lot stay over there as well. You lot stay over there as well, by the way.
Exactly. You know Look, when I even saying in the chat, you asked me if Zubimendi would join Liverpool, and I said yes.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
I don't know. I just don't see why he's gonna like my man said in the comments. I don't know why he's gonna swap Mountains and Paella for Liverpool, innit?
Yeah, bro. Listen, all I'm saying is just double down like I did, innit? Double down like I did. You know what I'm saying? I've got so many people. I've got such a long hit list if this happens, bro. But if it doesn't, listen, I know the repercussions. I know the repercussions of what I've done. I just don't care. I'm ready to be hurt again. I'm starving. So please people don't govern how I must act.
He's not coming to you, Monts.
Bro, I'm the only one about signing on this panel. And you know what I'm saying? I'm the only one about signing. Even D's getting stuff done.
Remember that.
Getting stuff done. You know what I'm saying?
If it don't happen, I'm just going to be gutted we don't get to hear Monts' rendition of the song again.
Yeah. I imagine this. By the way, I thought let me give this a little bit of airtime as well. Where is it? Where's that comment gone? Effortless. Bro's wearing fresh ego kid at 30. First and foremost, yeah. Big up and RIP to Marvin Morgan, bro. If you knew Marvin, you know. And most man in North London knew Marvin, innit? and this is his brand, his family's brand. They took over as well. Troops knows him and everything. So on that notice, I will continue to wear fresh ego kid at my big age, even though it wasn't made for kids. So if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't, innit? So big up Marvin, man. Rest in peace. But yeah, the Zubimendi. Is there anyone here that's gonna go on the gravy boat with me and say he's not going? I can't lie. I don't think he goes. I'm gonna stick true to it because I reckon Sociedad will be like, look, Marino's leaving, Lenormand's leaving already. He's gone. We ain't got to get his replacements yet. And on that notice, you know what I mean? I reckon he does one more year. Does it mean that he won't go to Liverpool next season? Who knows? Maybe there might be a deal in place for that for next season, if that is anything. But they need a sixth today. Now, I need to crash it on once more than ever. I played a clip yesterday. That was only half. It was only half.
Pressure on me where? Are we talking about?
When he don't come to you on the weekend, he's gonna stay in Sociedad, bro.
Is he?
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is my mic bugging?
Man, you know what men have
No.
done? They thought Real Sociedad, Basque region, Xabi Alonso, 14, DM Spanish, idol, and think Liverpool. Xabi Alonso was at Liverpool for a couple seasons, like he's their legend or something like that, bruv. Liverpool fans need to know, yeah, he was just a great player for you, and he dipped to Madrid. He's more of a Bayern legend than he is.
Wait, did we get? Here we go. That he's not. Did we get a confirmation that he's not going? That he's not coming?
Did we get a confirmation that he's going to Liverpool?
No. I'm saying no because obviously you're talking like it's. Like
Yeah,
it's
but
gone
you,
up.
but you also spoke.
Okay, right. Just
Oh,
checking.
don't we to play it?
Right, just checking. Bro,
Do you
you
want to play it?
do what you want, bro.
No, but that's kind of hypocritical, G.
I said do what you want.
Hypocritical months back at it. It's okay.
No. I thought. So I just thought something had gone completely the other way. The way you were saying, why would he do this? Why would he do that? Do you know what, Cass? I respect you, bro. I respect the way that you're doubling down.
Yeah.
And the way you're doubling down, I like that. You're not doing what he's doing, and he's like, oh shit, man. Fuck, if this happens, Monts, I said he was coming anyway. Like, you know, like honestly, Monts, like, no, it's not that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You chose on your side, and I respect that.
There's a good reason why you're bottom right corner away from me, bro. You're opposite corner of me. You're the opposite corner. I want you nowhere near me on the screen, bro.
You're going into match day one a step backwards. That's why.
You're going into match day one thinking that everything's going to be rosy.
I didn't say anything was going to be rosy.
Because you know what, Matt? You know what the maddest thing with Monshare?
I didn't say anything was going to wait.
You know what the maddest thing with Monshare is pre-season, the one before we started getting shameless, it's like pre-season don't really mean much and all this stuff, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
You know, but he's looked into pre-season so much, he believes that he's going to Ipswich Town and getting a mad W. Our sponsor in the comments right now, because I asked this. You must have been Hooks. Hooks, you're always here. Ask anyone in the comments, please. Just keep
making up lies.
On the panel, ask once: is he confident in being Ipswich match day one? Because 6 days ago,
no, he wasn't.
no, he couldn't give me an answer. So I'm gonna ask you once: are you confident of being Ipswich match day one?
Or
when first of all, how can you wait? How can you wait? So man are laughing at me about not being confident on match day one, but you just said in the same sentence that
you won't get over preseason.
Hold on, I've looked into preseason so much,
and we shouldn't have, right?
And that I think I'm getting a comfortable dub. You've just said I'm gonna get a comfortable dub.
No. In preseason,
I'm sorry, did anyone else hear
that? You said not to look into preseason.
Did anyone else hear that?
It don't mean much, but you get gassed off a preseason and you've been confident in the slot. But you can't say that you're comfortable enough to say that you're gonna be Ipswich since you got the same squad.
Yeah. How I looked into preseason so much that I've said it has to translate to the Prem many times.
Let me know.
First of all, you are lying.
Let me know.
Don't say I've looked into preseason because we popped you 3-0. That's not my problem.
There's one dig already.
Don't blame, no. Because I think that's what it is. I've always said that preseason, of course, doesn't translate to the Premier League. The only time I've ever won a Premier League, we lost every single game in preseason, bro.
Oh, there's another one. The little ones. There's little things in there. You see, you're hearing it. What
are you talking?
It's all adding up, bro.
What's this guy talking?
I think if Liverpool were making transfers, then he wouldn't have been looking into preseason so deeply in it. But he's got to have something.
No. We have a new manager, so I have to look at preseason tactically because we have a new manager.
I hear it.
By the way, preseason means it doesn't mean nothing as
manager.
well. By the way, preseason, I know it's like a fitness test, but as you go through preseason games, especially,
is that because you also got slapped up?
But D, I have a new manager. Bro.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna look at
Yeah,
preseason.
No,
so
is that no?
What,
He's saying
what
that
man are
because
doing right now? What man are talking arse and cheeks and ball and shit. That's what man are talking right now. I promise you. Man are just talking shit. Man are somehow talking about Ipswich. Somehow talking about preseason. Well, I haven't even brought up preseason. As I said, rattled isn't even the word right now. Oh, Zubimendi, please come to my club because I need to. The way these men are acting, please make it happen. It has to happen. It needs to happen. It needs to happen.
It needs to happen. Big up Colin for the sticker,
It
by
would
the
mean
way.
more.
Man.
It would mean more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got that one on clip too. Don't worry about that.
Again, hooks, and please now with comments like that, please now stop sitting on the fence and saying, "Oh, I said he was gonna come to your club." That can't happen now.
What?
That can't happen.
I'm gonna get cooked anyway, so I might as well just cook your club in it. Do you know what I mean? So he's not gonna go dead. Why would he leave the sun, the sea, the mountains, the beaches, the Spanish gal to come to Scout?
Just fucking get Marino over the line.
One thing,
I get it done before I get to Mendy or so.
There's one thing we're not gonna do yet is underrate the Scouse chicks up in Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? They're in abundance. Yeah, different.
Actually, hella lighties. Yeah, I give you that. Hella lighties.
Exactly, my bro. Exactly.
I'm here on the Liverpudlian baddies. Come on, man.
You already know it.
Is there any danger, by the way, if Zubimendi or Marino move first, that the other one doesn't move because they can't lose two midfielders?
Yeah,
right.
I think that is a problem.
So you're telling me right now it's Arsenal versus Liverpool in a way. So you're telling me,
do you know what? And just to be the bearer of some bad news for you, Mons, I did see today that Zubimendi's in the squad for their next game, and Marino isn't. So
no, that was yesterday, and Marino's injured.
Allegedly.
Why are there bare balloons on your screen?
I'm just passing. I'm just the messenger.
That was yesterday's thing. That was yesterday's thing.
Also, one side is finally. Marino was
that's so funny coming from a Crystal Palace fan.
No, I didn't say something mad, didn't it? I just said that. That's a dub, innit? That's a dub for Arsenal. You have to take them, innit? You look good against Leverkusen, though. Serious, man.
We did,
serious.
Man.
What? Preseason don't count, though, innit?
Yeah, no, it don't, man.
Oh, no, it only counts when they play well and they batter someone. United gets.
I just like to watch my club play football, innit? Whether we win or lose. So,
But anyways, look, we're gonna So make sure you like the video, and we're gonna end it there. For the day. Well, I'll be back later, probably at 11. You can subscribe to everyone. You can see it in their name tags before or even now. That's everyone's channel name right there, except for these ones called Back of the Nest. If you want to see some Crystal Palace content, I can't lie. You do match reactions, isn't it? So
yeah, match reactions.
I will be there. I will be there.
Oh, you weren't there when we beat you twice last season. I'll tell you that.
Not really.
Not even.
We knocked you out the cup. We knocked you out cup, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, but in the league you couldn't score a goal against us, but
yeah, I know, man. It's a little bit Van der Peaky out here, but yeah, this is gonna go over to Rance's channel. Me and Rance are gonna go live in the next 2 minutes, so make sure you go over there and smash the like button as well. Go show some love so you can find us right there in a bit, and yeah, should be back later on too.